Meanwhile, thank you very much for joining us on this December 11th. Before Christmas, and we're talking a little bit of politics. I know it's the most wonderful time of the year for us, but if you're running for president, particularly if you're Joe Biden, the newest Wall Street Journal poll with his lowest approval job numbers ever, the first time ever favors Donald Trump by a couple, not good. And that is why he's calling out the cavalry, and he's saying, Hillary Clinton, I know you've helped me in the past, and I need your help with women and everybody else who's a Democrat as quickly as possible. And turns out she's picked up the phone and she said, Joe, whatever you need.
NBC News is reporting this. She's with him. Hillary Clinton steps out as a key player in Biden's reelection effort. So she is one of the most prominent, influential Democrats, a surrogate for Biden's reelection campaign. She had a fundraiser at her house at the beginning of November. She raised $1 million for his campaign. She sat on that Columbia University panel and shut down the heckler who was going after Joe Biden as being a warmonger. She published an op-ed in The Atlantic supporting Biden. She was on The View, and she's posting on social media supporting him.
Right. This is the best news that Donald Trump could ever hear, because he knows one thing. He knows how to beat her and to drive her crazy. And remember, she does not draw crowds. She basically had to hire audiences to show up. I think she could probably raise money because every Democrat knows her. But for the most part, that's what Joe Biden's going to need. Nonstop surrogates. Gavin Newsom, Governor Pritzker, Governor Shapiro. And as Steve mentioned before, Obama usually comes in late. Comes into the fall, right at the end.
And the problem with that is if you come in the last 2 weeks, people have been voting for a couple weeks already.
Early voting.
That's why you got to have the debates in the summer.
It's true. I don't mean to bash losers, but I don't understand what he could gain from Hillary Clinton, seeing how that she wasn't able to win.
Right.
It's the same for the Republicans. You know, it seems like all the losers have so much to say about the person within their party. You got Mitt Romney doing the same thing when it comes to Donald Trump, and someone that wasn't able to galvanize people to go to the polls. I just don't see how they can be influential in the next election.
Well, you know what, Lawrence? Right now, Joe Biden's got a real problem, a split in the Democratic Party regarding his unwavering support for Israel. And Hillary Clinton has
come out
strong
on it.
She has completely backed him to the hilt a couple of times, not only in The Atlantic, which Ainsley quoted a little while ago, but also out and about. And why that's important is because people look at Hillary Clinton as a former Secretary of State. And so she's got credibility. If Hillary Clinton says, you know what, we should be lined up behind Israel, people are going, she's probably right.
Well, what's interesting, too, about the female vote, and a lot of guys might not understand this because women have such a heart for other people, and even though you might not vote with her, you might not like some of her policies. We didn't like what she did with her bleach bit and bashing the phones and all of that, but you still can respect someone for serving our country and for being secretary.
Yeah.
Exactly. And women are more prone to do that than I think men are. Because if I talk to some Republicans, conservatives, they'll say, she's a crook. We don't believe her. She's a liar. You know,
where did that crook business come from?
But
don't you think you contrast Ainsley with Michelle Obama? Michelle Obama is somebody who gets big crowds.
He'll bring her out.
She does sell books like no one you've ever seen. So she is somebody, but she's always seemed somewhat reluctant to come out. I'm not sure she's through with Joe Biden. I think people that saw Joe Biden in action as vice president feel like David Axelrod. He wasn't good for 8 years there in a lot of ways. Wasn't strong at policy there. I can't believe he won.
Because women have tried to come so far and break that glass ceiling, I think that women are more supportive of one another. They don't want to bash them. They might not vote for them, but they try their hardest to support one another.
Well, anybody but Joe. That's what it is.
Well, to your point, Brian, it goes back to what Obama said when he shooed Hillary Clinton into the nomination. You know, you don't have to do this, Joe. You don't have to run, where they discouraged him not to run in that election. And I think there's a similar tone going on within the Democratic Party. You served your purpose of taking out Donald Trump. You don't have to do this. Pass it on to another generation. But the White House thinks much different. They say
they want
that
to
he's the only one that can beat Donald Trump.
Because they want to stay in influence of the Biden administration.
Although Joe Biden said last week, there are probably 50 other Democrats who could beat Donald Trump. But the thing about Hillary Clinton, though, for her to come to the rescue of Joe Biden, they hate each other. Yeah. Remember, it was back in 2016 when essentially Obama said, you know what, I'm going with Hillary. Sorry, Joe. And Joe was the vice president.
But she hates Donald Trump.
He's not going to forget that.
But one of the reasons
Donald Trump.
One of the reasons was Bo just died, and he goes, "Listen, you're not in shape to run." But let's talk about the Wall Street Journal poll that came out over the weekend. Head to head, Nikki Haley.
If it's those two candidates,
If
right?
it's these two candidates, Nikki Haley wins by 17 points. This is stunning. In some polls, she was up as much as 11, but this is a gigantic win. Trump wins by 4, which is impressive considering the amount of court cases and negative publicity that constantly come at him. So this is about the 5th straight poll that Trump has done. But how unbelievable is it? I don't remember a time in which somebody trailing in the primary by 40 points in most elections, about 20 in Iowa, a little bit less in New Hampshire, even trailing in her home state of South Carolina, but head-to-head against the current president, is up by 17 points.
Because there are a lot of independents. There are a lot of women that are frustrated with the Democratic Party that usually vote Democratic that love Nikki Haley. They've watched her on the world stage as an ambassador. They saw what she did in South Carolina when she took down the Confederate flag. Women like that, she's been such a leader. She's smart. She's a minority, and she has a lot of experience. And what she said about abortion, look, you can kind of choose what you want. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. And most Republicans don't. But independents might say, I don't like it. I would never have an abortion. Right. But let's don't make this our focus.
But this just goes to show you the difference between a primary and a general election. She would blow out Joe Biden in a general election. But right now, Donald Trump has got so many Republican primary voters aligned with him. It looks, unless something crazy happens, at this point, he's going to be the nominee.
The poll would suggest that people on a national basis would take your typical Republican. Nikki Haley is a traditional Republican, whereas you have Donald Trump is more of a wrecking ball candidate that wanted to change and has changed the Republican Party. So voters are okay with it as a whole. The problem is she would never win, in my opinion, just being out there in the country, a Republican primary. That Republican Party
without
is
Trump?
dead today.
Without Trump?
She could with
Good point, Brian.
You don't think she'd win without Trump?
If Trump is not the nominee, not on the ballot, there's a potential.
Yeah. Do you think he'll choose her as the vice president?
I don't know. I think it's a potential. They haven't been nasty toward each other.
Well, I mean, bird brain isn't an endearing phrase.
No, but I'm saying that him and Ron DeSantis have been
they broke up for good.
It is. I can still see Nikki Haley being welcomed back somewhere on the ticket.
She calls him the chaos candidate.
They were friends.
I don't think she would ever take it if he offered it. The other thing, and you mentioned Ron.
I think she would.
She would definitely take it.
I don't think so.
I disagree.
Because I think she thinks in 4 years I could run for president.
But as vice president,
if she becomes vice president, she'd have a better shot.
You mentioned Ron DeSantis. In this Wall Street Journal poll, Ron DeSantis ties Joe Biden. But Nikki Haley beats Joe Biden by 17.
I think the story of Ron DeSantis is quickly coming to an end right here.
Because she is eclipsing him.
Although he says there's surprises in Iowa. He's went to all 99 counties, got the governor. He's got that evangelical leader, Bob Vanderplaats.
Yeah, don't count him out. It might not be this year or next year, but in the future. He's still young.
Well, a lot of people say that. They like Ron DeSantis, but maybe not right now.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.